Hello. Today we're back at it again with some more Calamity Death Mode. We've managed to get 4 hours of gameplay already, so that's quite a bit of farming I've done for 0 boss kills. But you know, it is what it is. So today, I'm not going to try and fight Eye of Cthulhu. If he spawns at all, I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to record it, not really saying much. And if I manage to kill him somehow, based on luck, I'll just chime in at the end and, start talking about it. So if that happens, it happens. Another thing, my keyboard's loud. I mean, obviously, everyone knows. So I'm going to be getting a quieter keyboard, just because I don't want it to be so loud. And I want hearing the keyboard to be, a rare occurrence rather than really common. So I am going to be getting a quieter keyboard, just in favor of not having to deal with that. But for now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm gonna build the arena up a bit more, get some trees farmed, and hopefully manage to get some stuff in the desert biome. Maybe I'll be able to explore a bit further or down into the desert biome, but we do have to get some exploration going, so that's what I'll be doing. So heading on out to that. Okay, so we're back for a little bit, just because I'm making pathways over, just so then it's easier to like walk back and forth. But we got a pinky to spawn in, which is really cool. I'm gonna kill this antlion before he obliterates me with his shotgun puke. And of course, having sand plummet everywhere is not very useful for us. But yeah, I just wanted to show off killing this pinky. They give a lot of gold. I'm not exactly sure what stuff we can make with pinky slime, but he does drop special slime. I'm pretty sure he does it in, or gel. He does it in vanilla as well. At least in 1.4, I'm pretty sure he does. But yeah, we're gonna get some pink gel here, which is rather convenient for us. It makes us a lot of money at least, because I'm pretty sure he drops like 20 something gold. Oh, 2 gold. So yeah, let's see what we can make with this. And I did want to make the lumberjack's axe, and I wanted to show that off, just to show it. So using a tungsten axe as well as tungsten, same with silver, works perfectly fine with silver. We can make the Feller of Evergreens, which goes from a 55% power to a 75% power. So that's a nice craft we can have right there. This does upgrade again later on into the Axe of Purity, which is a post-hard mode. Takes a Feller of Evergreens, some purification powder, some pixie dust, and some crystal shards to make it 125 axe power. And then this can actually go into the Infernal Cutter, which uses some Essence of Chaos and Souls of Fright to make something that does 135. And then we can turn that, it goes quite a ways, into a post-Moonlord setup that does 250% as well as some hammer power. It does a decent amount of range. This one doesn't give us bonus range yet, but that's something we can get later on. But let's take a quick look just to see what we can make out of this. Oh, so we can make life crystals out of this in case we needed them. We can make the Anklet of the Wind in case we don't find that. Restoration potions. Oh, life and mana. Can make the slime staff, which we can also get from pretty much any slime. So that's cool. And of course we can make bouncing things, which are kind of useless, but we could also make pink gel dye, which I'm sure we'll make at some point. We need to happen to get gel dye first, so that'll take a while. Deviant body. Huh. Vanity item. That's interesting. Yeah, so just wanted to show off that. We're obviously just going to sell it because it doesn't really give us that much, but yeah. I'm making some progress. I'll show off, oh, I made a slime staff. Well, that's a rare find, but summons are kind of useless, especially since I'm not going full summon, so definitely not going to go full summon until after a few bosses, until we find a boss that'll be very, very convenient for us. So just wanted to show that stuff off. We do have 20 gold. See what kind of, ooh, glowing mushroom dye. That one's really good, right? Oh, it's kind of, it doesn't move it doesn't move at all. And holy cow, that's dark. Hold on, let me zoom in. If we put it on the bottle, oh, it looks pretty cool on the bottle. Oh, so here, like I said, if we see this, we're just gonna log out. I don't really care. Actually, I'm not gonna log out. I'm gonna fight him. We'll see if we get any good action going on. But I did extend the bridge up here. It goes all the way from our house to the tree now. So hopefully this will be big enough to kill the Eye of Cthulhu. I'm using some hoiks just because convenience. So yeah, let's see if we can't do this. I don't have any potions or anything, so I'm not going to show anything, but yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. Yep, he got me. 124 health. That's so close, man. Ah, I just can't believe that they keep spawning him in. I want them to stop. I really do. I want them to stop and wait for me to kill another boss before they keep spawning him in on me. Just because it's so annoying to have to fight him every single night. But again, hopefully one of these nights will be good enough. But as I was saying, let's take a look at some of this dye. We got these. It actually makes the armor look kind of interesting, so I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna keep the reflective obsidian dye here, and then of course I'm gonna keep the cape normal. Just have blue arms for now. But we are going to keep the dyes instead of selling them, just because I might end up using those dyes later on. They're not Shadow Flame, but Shadow Flame is really rare, and I might not ever get it because of how rare it is. But yeah, so gonna go get some Desert Scourge action going, and then I'll bring y'all back when I fight the Desert Scourge. So yeah, see you then. Okay, so I've been exploring a bit in here, and I just found a heart statue, which, not very convenient for us right now, because we have no electronics, but that'll be very useful later on. And this guy that's shooting at me right now from down below is a mini-boss that I'm fairly certain I can't manage to defeat right now. I haven't tried to fight him yet, but they do a lot of damage. I'm guessing if he hits me, he'll do at least 60 damage. And of course, he shoots like 5 or 6 projectiles at once, and I think he has 2,000 health. I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't fought him in death mode before. Oh, we got one of these worms. But yeah, I've also managed to get a Stormjaw staff, which is a fairly rare drop from the Storm Lions that I was just fighting. But yeah, we got 6 mandibles, which, if we look at the mandibles, we need 1 of them, some cactus, some normal mandibles, and some sand to be able to make the summon. So we're pretty good on the rare mandibles front. We just gotta farm up some cactus and some normal mandibles, and then we'll be good to go. We got 5 of them right now, so hopefully we'll be able to find those and get some decent stuff. This guy that's down here, the Tenidrian, he drops victory shards, which is another thing that Eye of Cthulhu drops. So it's like a pre and post Eye of Cthulhu thing. So in case you wanted to get some stuff that used victory shards, you'd have to fight them here if you wanted it before any bosses. And this place is fairly deadly. So it'd kind of be like a death sentence. But the harpoon gun is helping out a little bit. Oh, it only does 6 damage. That's pretty good. He gives a debuff though. I don't know what the wet debuff does. But yeah, I'm taking some pretty big damage from the normal Antillians. But there you go. So he drops some non-renewable resources as well as some shards. I'm gonna kill these guys up and then I'll pick them up and then I'll farm up some more stuff. Oh my goodness, there's another one. I'll farm up some more stuff and get an arena going, and then hopefully I'll be able to fight good old wormy boy. Well, anyways, I've gotten quite a few drops trying to build this. The Mandible Blade, not that good. Mandible Claws, super fast but tiny range. Obviously a bow, and it's not automatic, so I'm not even gonna worry about switching to it. Yeah, it's like the same speed. Yeah, and just, some more stuff, so... And since it's raining, I do have a raincoat. Just gotta stay dry, Holy cow. I really need to be able to get a boss down. Just for the sake of, like, getting all the NPCs to start spawning. Because they don't, not all the NPCs spawn. I do have enough to make 6 medallions, by the way. Let's get the band of regen in here instead of the megaphone, because the megaphone's, you know, not that necessary yet. But yeah, I'm going to make some Victide armor, just because I'm also going to buy the Vile Thorn, because the Vile Thorn might be useful for me. I don't have any bullets, which I should also buy. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's buy a bit over... Yeah, that's good. Bullets will be very useful for us, as well as the... We'll just plop those there. As well as having the Vile Thorn. I have been getting all my mana up, and the Vile Thorn you can actually just buy because it's a separate world evil, because we technically chose to have the Crimson as our evil, despite the fact that we have 2 evil mod. So that's convenient for us, definitely. It just means that we're going to have to, you know, work a bit harder trying to get a decent strategy for killing off that boss. So Victide bars, it takes 1 victory shard and coral, starfish, seashell, which you all get 1 of at least from those guys that were down below. But the armor just takes Victide bar at an anvil, and it has helmets that are specialized to each class, so I can choose which class I wanted to go with, which I'm thinking I might either go with mage or ranged, just because those are convenient. But the shoes actually give 8% movement speed, as well as great speed while submerged, and the chest piece gives 5% damage reduction and critical strike chance, as well as increased defense in liquid, which I'm guessing is 5 defense. Now this does have less than the platinum, however, having damage reduction is really good. Damage reduction is basically the main thing that you want in this game. You may have noticed that, do I have any guarding gives 0.5 damage reduction now, so even buffs like warding and stuff give damage reduction. As well as some new weapons. This one is... I don't know exactly how decent or terrible that would be. I don't know if the bolt pierces, but that's worth looking into. The sword, obviously not as much damage, but it's still pretty good. Flood Tide is way later on, by the way. But there are spears that we can do. Poisons enemies and fires short-range stingers. There's also, you know, pickaxe and axe if you wanted them. But the pickaxe... Oh, the pickaxe is actually better than mine, which is very interesting. It can mine meteorites, which mine cannot. But, you know, we're in 1.3.5, so we're going to be able to mine meteorite with explosives, which is the main strategy, of course. Now, this does exist. 22 range damage, 5% crit chance, fear the storm. This doesn't take anything. Oh, it takes Aerolite. And Aerolite actually requires us to have fought... I'm not sure which boss it is, but Aerolite starts showing up in the world after we've killed a certain boss. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but I can check. But we do need to kill a boss before we can even get that to spawn. So that's a no-go, at least for now. Let's grab this star so we can get our mana up even further. Now, I'm gonna farm up a bit more and not record anymore, just because, you know, I don't want to have a really long episode of doing absolutely nothing but dying to bosses again. I'm going to kill a boss this episode, and that's final. So I'll see you when that happens. Okay, so this is the arena I've made. I just got the "something is approaching" text again, which apparently just means the boss of the region will attack you. In this case, it means that I'm going to be attacked by good old Sandy Boy in a second, which means I have a bit of time to prepare. I do have grenades, so I'm going to try and go with grenades, a bit of platinum bow arrows, just to try and get those debuffs. Now I do have sand above me, so that I'm always in the desert area, and hopefully he won't be able to launch his way up into that. Oh, he did. Dang it. What I'm hoping is to have an area. The best way to do this is just have an area that he can't get to. So like go high enough up that he can't get to me, because he's a burrower. So if he can't burrow up to me, then he can't manage to hit me. Okay, I'm gonna start using grenades here. Now we want to kill his two buddies as quickly as possible, just because they're the ones that really get you in the stun locks. Unless he's doing his attacks. Well, his main attack. His main attack is the wow, I'm doing like no damage to him if I'm not hitting him in his head. That's a bit sad. Ugh. He's a bit long for this arena. I made it a bit shorter than it would have been, just because the stupid antlions were spawning and shooting up the ground. Okay, so we're in phase 2 already, where he's squirting out these little guys. The little guys, nothing to be really scared of. For now, we're just gonna keep shooting him, hoping we'd deal a decent amount of damage. How much damage did I do with this? 31. Oh, we got adrenaline, so we can manage to get some big chunks on him. It would be nice if I could see his head for the adrenaline, but definitely not going to happen. We're probably going to get him this time. We've over-prepared, and that's what death mode wants us to do, pretty much. Now, if I was doing Armageddon, this would be just stupid. Armageddon mode has got to be like the most impossible mode in this game. Yeah, we got him. He's a done fight. There's no way we could mess this up. And of course, now the desert storms are unlocked, so now we can start getting all those totally awful weather events. We're gonna head home just before, and we didn't even use a medallion. That's so nice. So now, every time we kill a boss, just to let everyone know, you get 2 magnum rounds, as well as, I'm pretty sure that some bosses give other things that are like, you can only get that from bosses. Oh, dude, we got the rare Revengeance drop. This has a 1% drop chance. At least last time I checked. So magnum rounds are really rare. We don't want to sell those. We're just going to keep them. Now we're going to have all the NPCs rolling in. But yeah, so opening up the chest, we have an angler kit, which gives us the angler vest, as well as some fishing potions. We got the ocean crest. It makes most ocean enemies become friendly and provides water breathing. This is very useful, especially later on when we're going into the depths. So we're going to keep that. We got victory shards, as well as a whole bunch of starfish and stuff. So this is a boss that you can farm to get Victide stuff. We got the Heart of Darkness, which is a material. Gives 10% increased damage while you have the Absolute Rage buff, which is when we activate Rage. Increases your chance of getting the Absolute Rage buff. Oh, the Absolute Rage buff is like a debuff that you get. And this basically makes it... Sorry, it's a buff that you get if you get hit. And this definitely helps with that. So when we have this equipped, our Rage meter is going to build up. And that's very useful for us. So we're actually going to do that instead of the Mana Jelly, which we'll save for later. But now, as you can see, our Rage is just constantly increasing, which is very useful, because Rage does so much damage when you activate it. We got the lore, which is the Desert Scourge. I wish we could, like, read it more easily. I guess I could put it here. The great sea worm approaches. To have survived the extreme heat, and has even... Oh. Let's redo that. The great sea worm appears to have survived the extreme heat, and has even adapted to it. What used to be a majestic beast swimming through the water has now become a dried up and gluttonous husk, constantly on a ferocious search for its next meal. Favorite this item to get an increase to defense while in the desert or sunken sea. However, you will deal decreased damage while in these areas due to being a husk of your former self. This gives 10 defense if we favorite it and we happen to be in that area. So I'm going to favorite it because those areas dealing damage, not very useful. Surviving the stupid enemies is very useful, though. We got a butterfly up here. So that's that. I'm actually gonna toss these bad boys into here. And one last thing to finish off the episode, we got our first W, as well as... Oh yeah, we can read some of these things. This gives a mining speed boost, so it's good to have in the underground. So I'm just gonna favorite it. We got the Seabound Staff, which summons a starfish that floats around and fights for you. It just kind of like whales its body into things to deal damage. Murderous Storm Spray. It's pretty much that. However, it also has like a downward attack. And Scourge of the Desert is a rogue weapon. It just, does that. Oh, there's the the set bonus for Victide. So those are those weapons. I'm pretty sure there aren't any useful Desert Scourge weapons that we can get for now. So that's all for that. And give me a second, and I'm going to set up the next segment. I was just getting some iron because I wanted to make up some magic storage, and I found the Goblin Tinkerer, which is very nice because I always wanted to have useful things in my life. So I'm gonna shop with him for a second. I also found the Fungal Symbiote, which is a rare chest. There's a chest there's one chest of each type in the world. So like there's one of the mushroom biome, like underground mushroom biome, and there's one of any other type. So that's pretty nice that that exists. I'm also going to get the ranged level meter, since I appear to be using quite a bit of ranged, and we're going to place that over that. Now what the level meter does is it increases the rate at which we gain proficiency, which is a Calamity upgrade. Basically, like, the more you use a weapon, the more benefits you have. So it also tells us what our benefits are and what our level is. So we're level 3 of 15, and currently we get a 2% damage increase and a 1% crit chance increase when using a ranged weapon, which is very nice. I'm gonna grab this. Ooh. Oh, apparently I can't grab it. Okay, I'm gonna grab that, and then see what else I can't find down here, and then we'll make up some magic storage. Now I do need a buttload of diamonds, like a legit buttload, but I only have 3, so I'm not gonna be able to make all the magic storage today. Okay, so we're back, and what I'm gonna do right now is place this down so that we can't see if we can't get this. So we got the Spectre Boots upgraded. Can't get the Cloud and Bottle upgraded yet, but at least we have Spectre Boots now, so we're going to be doing quite a bit better. I did manage to get some Jester's arrows, which is very nice. But for now, we're going to head up here, make some iron, and then using the iron, we're going to craft something called, where is it? A storage component. We're going to make a good, probably 16 of these things. And then the storage heart is what we need, as well as some storage units. And they take 1 chest each, as well as 10 tungsten, so it's a little expensive to craft them, but they give a very, very nice feature. So let's place down our storage heart, as well as some storage units. Now, storage units that are touching the storage heart are connected to it. So when I open this up, we've got this inventory right here, and if I hit deposit all, except for these, all of this stuff is going to go into that inventory. So now, if I loot all these chests and just deposit all the items back into the storage, we're going to have a giant chest that's all contained inside 1 block, which is my favorite thing that mods can ever supply me with. The ability to be really lazy with pretty much any type of storage. It's definitely my favorite mod capability in a game, is just the ability to have all your stuff in 1 spot, so you can just type to sort, and that's it. That's the only type of sorting you need to do. So another thing we could do, we could sort by total stacks, which is a bit jaded because obviously we have 168 things over here, but we also have 2 chests up here. So it's not very consistent. However, we're just going to go default sorting, which is probably the best because it probably won't change at all over time. But for now, that's how our storage is going to be. We are going to get something that allows us to craft whatever... Shut up, birds! We are going to get something that allows us to craft whatever we want here, but it requires 3 more diamonds, which I do not have any of, as you can see, no diamonds. But let's say we wanted to look up and see if we had any... I mean, we have everything in one section here. But let's say we wanted to find one of our boss items, so we go with maybe... that's actually a terrible way to say it. Let's say we wanted to sort by just weapons that we have. We can click on weapons, and it'll sort by that as well as ammunitions. Tools, we don't have any tools. Equipment, it does vanity as well, but it also does accessories. Potions, very nice. Placeables, and miscellaneous stuff. So bombs, plants, random mod stuff. So yeah, that'll be a very nice way to finish off this episode. We killed a boss, and we made magic storage, which is 2 of my favorite things to do. Kill bosses, and have convenient storage options. Another nice thing about the storage is you can actually stand on top of it. So if you don't want platforms, you can stand on these, but they don't count as a solid block because you can walk in front of them. So you can't use them as walls or anything. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Another side note, the reason I have 420 health is because Absolute Rage, which I get every now and then, just randomly. So basically pretty much 100% of the time I'll have it. Boosts my max life by 5%.